Tank, how would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime, if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him. I wouldn't fight him. I mean, Floyd was good. He was top tier. I mean, me, I feel as though I could compete with any top fighter. I'm not saying me going at Floyd, but I'm saying like I feel as though my skills, and not to take nothing from Floyd, but I feel like my skills can compete with anybody that ever laced up a boxing game.
You're crazy to watch, bro. Like,
yeah.
You hit like a fucking train.
In a recent interview, Gervonta "Tank" Davis addressed Floyd Mayweather's challenge and made it clear that he is confident in his ability to compete with any top fighter.
Tank, how would you fight Floyd in his prime? Like if you were to fight Floyd in his prime, if you guys were both in the...
Don't fight him.
I'm still retired, officially retired, but I didn't retire from entertaining people, and I didn't retire from making money. So this coming up soon in a couple days, it's all about entertaining the people.
Between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas, so we saw him do it at one point.
However, when it comes to facing his former mentor, Floyd, Tank expressed reservations. While he respects Floyd's legendary career, Tank feels that taking on Floyd wouldn't fit into his long-term plans.
The fight you've got coming up, Floyd, who do you think has taken the biggest risk taking that fight? Has it been you, Floyd Mayweather, or has it been Logan Paul, and why?
Well, it's always me, because at the end of the day, I'm always in a no-win situation. If I go out, I talked about this numerous times. If I knock him out in the first round, they're going to say it was a waste of our money. If I carry him, let him go a few rounds, then they're going to say, oh, Floyd Mayweather couldn't knock this guy out. But people got to realize I'm still retired, officially retired, but I didn't retire from entertaining people, and I didn't retire from making money.
I believe my skills can stand up to anyone who's ever stepped into the ring, but fighting Floyd? I wouldn't do that, Tank stated. It's just not the right move for me. He added that Floyd has already achieved everything there is to accomplish in boxing, while Tank's focus is on building his own legacy.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. He basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you, And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. That's what I was told at the time. So
it's the guy with a job. I have a job though. So who would you fight next?
And guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point.
I can make $20 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. I'm in a whole new era, dominating
That's right.
fighters.
And he's a whole new fighter, Floyd.
A whole new fighter.
Oh yeah.
And when I beat him, what they gonna say? Oh well, we knew this was gonna happen. Floyd Mayweather was a bigger fighter, or he can outbox him, or this. It's always excuses.
Their relationship has shifted over time. Once Floyd's protege, Tank's decision to leave Mayweather Promotions and take control of his career marked a turning point. Tensions arose due to issues like money, matchmaking, and Floyd's push for Tank to leave Baltimore for Las Vegas, a move Tank wasn't happy with.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the say Terrence Crawford should fight? Gonna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Who's next in line? Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
the last question, guys, gotta wrap up.
Is there like a love-hate for Floyd though? Like,
yeah,
the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But He's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And
you're good, man.
And he because I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this.
Fast forward to today, and Tank has made it clear that he no longer views Floyd as a mentor or someone whose approval he seeks. If I had done what Floyd did in the sport, I'd probably be the same way, keeping to myself and focusing on my own path, Davis remarked.
My thing it wasn't that he's a big guy who could go to 140. It was that he's so talented and punch so hard that those skill sets can carry up with them in weight. That's what the great ones do. They have that ability. That's why I mentioned Floyd Mayweather wasn't 154, but his skill set was so good. The difference between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions, not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas. So we saw him do it at one.
While Tank respects Floyd's achievements, his eyes are now set on his own future. As for Floyd, he's still in the public eye, participating in exhibition matches despite being retired from professional boxing.
YouTube breaking news. Gervonta Davis is now calling out Floyd Money Mayweather for an absolute dream fight. A real fight, not an expedition. Gervonta wants to take out the master. Student versus master. Gervonta versus Money and Floyd Mayweather. What do y'all think about this fight? And if it happens, who you got? Do you got Gervonta the student, or do you got Floyd Mayweather the teacher? What's up? I hope this fight happens, because I will watch this shit. And I will watch both records. Both people are undefeated. This will go down in history. What do y'all think? Throw a thumbs up, and if you know what's next, subscribe.
You're backed by arguably one of the greatest of all time, right?
What are we rating ourselves on? What are we rating on?
Okay.
Well, we want to know, in the least amount of fights, I didn't have to have 70 fights, or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
For Floyd, it's about making money and entertaining his fans, even calling out Tank for a possible fight. However, Tank appears uninterested in a spectacle fight. Experts believe that if the fight were to happen, it would more closely resemble an exhibition rather than a competitive match.
Tank, how's your relationship with Floyd now? Is he still a part of your camp and crew or something, or not?
Floyd outdoing him. He always been like that. So I gotta focus on what I'm focusing on. He already did what he had to do, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for stand to himself and things like that. But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
There's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type shit.
Tank, in his prime, is seen as having the upper hand, with many believing that his speed, power, and boxing intelligence would give him the edge over Floyd's defensive style.
It just, once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and once you get around, they don't be who they say they is or who they portray to be. You be like, damn, it's damn near it's a letdown. So you be more so hurt off, So it's like, I just go my own way, I do my own thing and things like that. So that's more so that's what it was, and that's cool. It's just you just don't vibe with what they on, and that's I mean, I've been in a situation where though I was in a lose situation, and now came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just little situation that he put me in to, make me make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about like a boxing match or?
yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Pedraza. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months.
This raises the question of whether such a fight would truly be competitive or if it would simply be a money-making event. While many fans would love to see Tank face off against his former mentor, Tank remains focused on carving out his own legacy. What do you think? If this fight were to take place, who would come out on top? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.